Hey there YouTube and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the number one essential sales skill that every business owner needs to master if you want to be able to bring in sales any day, anytime. And that skill is selling with urgency. A lot of business owners think that urgency only matters if they're running some kind of special bonus, discount, or have a deadline for people to join, but that couldn't be further from the truth. So stick with me because in this video, I'm going to talk through exactly what urgency is and how it's going to absolutely change the game and how you bring in sales in your business. So grab a notebook and let's dive in. If we haven't met before, hi, my name is Samantha Hoylett. I'm a sales messaging strategist and copywriter, and since 2018, I have helped hundreds of my clients bring in more signups and sales in their business by using bold messaging and high converting copy. And within the copy, one of the biggest things that I've noticed that actually helped clients get bigger and better sales results was putting urgency in the sales copy. So let's talk about exactly what urgency is. Because I see a lot of business owners saying things like, price going up, spots running out, last launch of the year. And although those things are urgency, the problem is that you can't run those type of deadlines and promos all the time. So how do you create urgency when you're not doing those things? The simplest way I can put it is that building urgency has everything to do with your ability to powerfully answer the question, why now? And that has to do with how you are able to make your client feel seen, heard, and understood because you are tapping into the motivations that really will move them to buy and the transformation that is most important and urgent to them. And you want to do that in big and small ways every day, every time you show up so that you can build that momentum for them to say, you know what? Yes, I'm going to buy. And I want to be clear that I've got nothing against using deadlines, discounts, and bonuses. I'm literally a launch copywriter. It's what I specialize in. And we use those strategies because they work. But the point of this video is to show you that even when you aren't doing those things, you can bring in clients and sales. And the reason that I say this skill is so essential is because so many people come into the online world and you want to sell your course or your program or your service, and you're immediately told, if you want to know how to bring in sales, you need to learn how to launch. But this creates a lot of problems for people down the line. Because then when you're not launching, you're wondering, okay, well, how do I bring in sales between my launches? Or maybe you have a business where it doesn't make sense for you to launch all the time. You want to bring in clients and sales every month of the year or every week of the year. And it just leaves you wondering, how do I get people fired up and ready to buy if I don't have something special going on? But when you know how to sell with urgency and you know how to tap into that internal urgency, their deeper motivations and desires, that's when you're going to be able to get people signing up any day of the year. And I literally mean that. One story is that I remember last Christmas, I was literally in a food coma. It was the last week of the year, that dead week between Christmas and New Year's, where like everyone's just zonked out on the couch, like no one's checking their email, and theoretically nobody's buying anything, right? I literally had two high ticket copy clients come through that week, and I know it's because I was selling consistently and I was selling with urgency. So let's talk about how selling with urgency is going to absolutely change how you bring in sales in your business. Number one is that it's going to shorten your sales cycle, which is just another way of saying, how long does it take for someone to discover you to buy from you? For some business owners, without urgency, that time period can be months or years. And that whole time, you're marketing, you're nurturing, you're giving educational, helpful content, but they aren't buying. What's usually missing in that case is urgency. That's how you're able to shorten your sales cycle and have someone potentially find you on Monday and buy from you on Friday. I've literally seen it happen with my clients. Number two, on how urgency is going to change the game, is that you are going to see more consistent sales in your business. If you sell on Evergreen and you're always accepting clients, then you are going to see more consistent monthly sales and higher sales because you are selling with urgency and getting people through the door faster. And even if you do launch, now you're not going to just have this like big launch and then silence in between. You are going to have a big launch and be able to consistently scoop up sales between your launches too. And this is great if you launch because it really takes the pressure off of your launches, because now it's not like, oh my God, it's make or break. I have to bring in all the sales right now. It's like, no, a launch is like a great kind of bonus bonus opportunity to scoop up more sales. But even if you do or don't, you're still going to bring in sales between your launches too. Number three is that you are going to be able to call in really committed clients, because now you're not just speaking to people who were fired up because you had the best price or a special bonus or they had FOMO. Instead, because you were really powerfully speaking to the problems that were most urgent to them and the transformation they desire most, that's how you're going to have people who are truly a good fit for your offer and who will come in committed to see that result, which is great for you because that's how you're going to have bigger client wins, better testimonials, and potentially more re-signs and referrals too. And number four, I know I said three, but like a bonus thing is that I feel like it's such a confidence booster as a business owner to know I can bring in sales any day, anytime. Like think about these like fancy like handbag stores that are selling like, I don't know. I don't know anything about handbags. But like, you don't go into Louis Vuitton expecting a deal or a discount. You know that that's a high quality brand that is like, you know what? We care about our product. We create a high quality thing. We don't need to give you an extra incentive to buy. Our product is worth it as it stands on its own. And that's how I feel when I get to show up and just sell my offer for exactly what it is, no special incentive required. And like I said, it just feels good knowing that my next client is always on the way because I'm selling on Evergreen and with urgency. So that's exactly why urgency is such a game changer for your business. And if you want to learn more about how exactly you can build urgency in your marketing so that you can bring in clients any day of the week, head to the link in my description and sign up for my free 3-part mini course called the Urgency Upgrade. In this mini course, I'll walk you through exactly what urgency is, how it works, how you can build it into your offer, and what you need to say to your audience on repeat to get them fired up and ready to buy. No deadline, discount, or bonus required. And even if you do launch, still sign up for this because it's going to help you sell sharper between your launches and help you scoop up more sales during your launches too. But if you're on a little bit of a YouTube binge and you want to watch more about urgency right now, you can watch this video here. I don't know where it shows up, all about how you can start building urgency there too. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure you like and subscribe so you catch the next one. Bye.